Actually, they could have had access to the first two sets because the semifinalists only had the round one recordings and drafts, and for the grand finals and the third place, they had access to the first two rounds. So yeah, Coyote looks like he didn't really pay attention to what was happening, or he just decided.
The Dravidians is the only ban that I see here that is really.
Yeah, but Dravidians you can ban in the tournament in general. Like that doesn't
Yeah,
have to be a target
it's
ban.
just a normal water ban.
Yes, exactly. This is interesting. Meerkat not escaping the Chris allegations? Yeah, no. I don't think Meerkat has tried.
There are no allegations.
There's just statements, in fact, at this point.
Yes.
Yes, and I think the reveal will agree with us there. So, we have Desert Paradise as the first map that we're going to see played. That's a guaranteed. I think that map has been played a lot in the tournament. I think people were quite comfortable. And yeah, what do we expect here? I would think we have both players have a lot of civilization. I mean, honestly, Meerkat is probably going to go for the humans again because that worked brilliantly versus Steppe Eagle. So I might expect the humans here again.
Meerkat actually considers the map they are playing on for the civs they are playing, then there might be a repeat pick here.
Then it's humans.
Yeah. Then it is humans. Yes.
And for Coyote, I would think Italians or Wu or like, yeah, probably one of those.
Yeah, there are decent choices here.
Yeah, Portuguese maybe, but I think Portuguese can be better on something other as well. I don't know. It's weird. So we have for the maps, Coyote once again choosing to pick Boulder Forest. I think he has almost always chosen this map, and Canyon Lake, first pick this time. And Meerkat is going for his most favorite map, the Man-at-Arm map, Dry River, what a surprise, followed by Immersion, a map on which he's seen a lot of great success and a very crazy game as well. Yeah, I think we're in for a treat for this one again. Welcome on the last day of the Secret Desert Cup. We are in our third place match, a quick best of 5. I mean, maybe we see 5 games, we don't know. But it's bound to be entertaining, it's bound to be crazy. In the blue, towards the left, we have Meerkat on the Armenian civilization, very, very well equipped to play this map, especially with the potential of feudal age longsword technologies. Blue's map looking very, very good. A lot of woodlines, back gold. I don't think we're going to look at that part of the map too much, unfortunately, simply because of the player. And on the right, we have Coyote in the green. That map is really rough against forward aggression. We have 2 forward golds. The third one, like, a little bit more towards the bottom, but that's going to be very rough if the game plays out as I expect it will. And yeah, what do you think about the civilization matchup? We have Japanese here who haven't done great on this map so far.
I think Japanese are just a stable pick for this man-at-arm heavy map, but while they have the faster attacking ones, they are just getting outshined by the Romans with the armor, and especially the Armenians who long swords. It's a Castle Age unit. It just outclasses them, but it is a heavy early investment. Yet we've already seen the success of it, the results of that civilization, because you get all that additional food. You can get into that quite nicely. And talking about food, the map side for Meerkat looks insane with those giant ponds. We could nearly fish boom in those if we.
Oh, that's a crazy generation. Holy. Yeah, and for those who didn't know, we did a little bit of scripting for those maps, and I turned down the pond size because this merging happened a lot. And we turned down the size of the ponds, so if they merge, so there are more ponds, but with less fish, and if they merge, it's not as crazy, but this is...
Yeah, there are quite a few this time. I think this is the first time that I've really seen them this tournament around, but there have been always some minor things in generations that are outstanding.
Actually, are you also on... You're also on Dry River, right? Okay, after a little bit of everything issues. Welcome back to Meerkat versus Coyote. Secret Rex Cup. Yeah. I have to focus. Good thing this is third place now.
That is a forward mill if I've ever seen one.
I mean, you touched on it. You touched on these pawns, and he did scout it. So why the hell wouldn't you take it? I mean,
I'm just never a fan of the walking time. I hate walking so much for villagers.
I mean, so do I, but
It feels so
I
inefficient to get to the point.
yes. And the thing is, the mill back at home wouldn't have been so bad because first of all, it's safer, and we have six
We are
deer.
Japanese.
We have 6 deer around.
Yeah.
And we're Japanese, yeah, so we can basically mill all over the map if we wanted to.
On top of that, if we know who our opponent is, we do not want to be closer.
Yeah, but I
to it.
don't think he does.
On the other hand, the 4 villagers could completely walk past that area and.
The thing is,
Completely
I don't know how familiar someone like Megafish would be with Chris. Are they
It's a good
even?
question.
Because I've never seen them play, and I've never seen them in the same like chat or like context, so it might be a first time for Megafish here. Which would be rough, because I remember the first time I had to play against Chris.
Oh yeah, that can be a very tilting experience if you aren't used to it.
Yes.
But Chris isn't the only one who plays like that on the ladder. I would assume Megafish has at least seen the style before. Just
Yeah, but if
doesn't
you know it's Chris, at
how
least you
hard
expect
it's
it, right?
Going into it. Yeah.
At least you expect it, so...
He, sorry, I don't want to say Megafish. Coyote
Yeah.
definitely had access to the recordings. There is no excuse to not expect very heavy aggression.
I mean, but maybe
Why
the
are
thing
we
is,
sending the
this is a third, because we're Chris? Oh,
no,
you mean for,
the Coyote's
for
village is coming
Coyote?
forward to have a little bit of an edge in the fight against the scout.
Oh, but
there's
he
so
didn't
many
know,
more
he didn't
villagers
know.
for Meerkat there.
He didn't know
No,
that the
he-
mill was there, right?
He
just
knew
walked-
it. He knew it. He was
He
fighting
did?
the other scout right next to it the whole time. That
Okay.
was a rather curious
Um,
thing to do. And now that's a huge advantage for Meerkat, actually, if we keep that scout alive. Don't let that scout die.
What's
in
the
village.
villager
Okay.
doing? Just kind of stumbling
That
around.
barracks is nearly sitting on top of the pond.
I mean, we are going to scout it with the villager now.
Only
So,
one villager
probably
per
going to
barracks.
try to deny this. Like, okay, we decide against it. This scout with 1 HP, or actually 2 HP is a big deal.
The first militias are coming out already. They might actually
Oh,
deny
oh,
this
oh,
barracks.
oh, oh.
That's why you built the barracks with 4 villages.
Yes, that is why Chris tends to do that, yes. And we are pulling the villagers, wise decision here. I don't think this is enough. We decide to pull back with the militia for now. Was this...
Well, we want the numbers. We want to keep them healthy for the men-at-arms. That's when they really start.
The thing
fighting
is,
here.
Coyote is only on 2 militia and about to hit the third is in the queue, but all of this distracted him enough to distract the third militia and the men-at-arms. I mean, men-at-arms
But
might...
Meerkat just got the first one on the map.
Actually,
So
no, men-at-arms
we're,
isn't.
we are behind in production here. Man-at-arms is in production. Yes, the gold was just dropped off. That was necessary for that.
I mean, this is definitely very rough in terms of numbers.
And I don't think I've ever seen Chris drop walls like this. But they are necessary.
Yeah,
We-
that's. I mean, apparently he can do it. Oh my god, that was so close. Is this still open? I
Oh,
think it
one
is.
more.
Yeah, but there's still villagers on the gold, and this is a hill bonus against Japanese now men-at-arms. Oh, this is rough. This is very rough. We have to kite around all over the map. We cannot engage.
Yeah,
this.
we don't want to fight at all. We don't even want to
No,
fight.
we
when
just
get
run,
men-at-arms
we run.
because we want the upgrades. But now, there's a complete wall built towards the mill. The villagers cannot drop off the food.
Transitioning towards archers, I don't really like that. I know it's a bit, but in this case we just add more men-at-arms, don't we? Just go for numbers here. I don't think we need the range
Usually you
yet.
would, yeah.
I don't think we need the range yet, especially as long as there's no range.
If we had 5 men-at-arms on the map by now, if we just went all in on men-at-arms, they would
Yeah.
break through the palisade like nothing. Japanese and men-at-arms just...
So what do you do here? Because you're never gonna catch up in numbers or quality. Do you go for second barracks and hope that you get?
Oh, you're catching up in quality. The quality is
I
coming.
mean,
in just
you're
now.
catching up in quality. That is true, but you cannot produce as long as swordsman takes to research. That's a bit of a problem.
Did he try to use a Meerkat for the shorefish? He just built a shorefish Meerkat on the shorefish.
Oh yes, that's not how this works, by the way.
I mean, there's a lot of hunt. That's
True, we can just rotate over. But if he doesn't notice, this is a lot of idle time.
Yeah, this is huge. This is.
Oh, now he. Oh, I think.
yeah,
no,
we are
he
trying.
still thinks. He still thinks it's going to drop.
Oh, this is awkward. And the Japanese men-at-arms are into the shorefish that are actually right next to the mill. Is probably getting some villager kills there. In the meantime, the long
the villagers.
threatening are not getting anything
The
done.
villagers are. You don't like walking, and now he realizes that this doesn't work, and he's
I'm not
trying.
sure if he realizes he right
He tries to right-click.
It's
Oh,
only for hunt.
no.
Only hunt can be dropped off here. Now you can do kind of a trick: kill a deer, but turn them
Yeah.
into hunters and drop it off like you do with
Wait,
dropping off
can you
hunt
just
and
right-click the deer and then drop it off? Is that enough, or do you
It
actually have to take it?
might be. Might work because they turn into hunters. I'm not sure if they have to touch the hunt.
Okay, we do see Japanese men-at-arms against swordsmen. The swordsmen are crushing though. Damn, that is.
Their stats are so much
Yeah.
better. Random German word. But still, the numbers actually did work out there. We pretty much whittled down the whole army. There's no gold on hand for Meerkat. Meerkat is really confused. And now we are building a mill in the forward where there's exactly 3 archers
Onto
on
the
ready already.
archers. Oh, that is. Look at the worker efficiency.
This
This is 16%
so
off.
chaotic. Can we at least build a tower?
Nah, that would never go up.
it
Second
wouldn't
range,
go
second
up, but-
range. Holy crap! I do like.
Yeah.
Okay, in this situation, I'm gonna do a 180 thing, and I'm gonna say I like the double range now because the Armenians. Oh, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, that was a very scuffed map. It all started with the. That's one reason why I don't like the forward barracks. Often enough, we've already seen Meerkat caught out of position, delaying
Yeah.
the barracks going up and delaying their own militia that way. If it, especially on this map, like building it right next to the mill with a few villages and then continue working is completely
Honestly,
fine.
the fact that this barracks was delayed by a couple of seconds made all the difference because we were just on the back foot from that point forward. Of
Yeah.
course, the mule cart on the shorefish didn't help, but this was just a timing thing for the Japanese here, so that's unlucky. The question now is, wait, did I receive a Discord message from a certain Meerkat? Let's
Well,
see. I did.
We know the
okay.
current standings are either 2-0 or 1-1.
I did receive a zip file, so let's see. Yes, so this is game 1. Let's go for this. I'm going to send it to you.
Okay.
At least I'm trying.
For this one, we have to open the game, though.
I think we have to, yeah. Because this is a normal recording. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's going to take a little while. Let's, in the meantime. Wait. Matchup, yes. So let's go here. The score is 0-1 for Coyote. We can transition to the draft. Let's look at that a little bit while I'm going to import the game on our end. Welcome back. In reverse order, we're watching now the chronologically first game of the set between Coyote and Meerkat. Coyote is leading 1-0 because we watched game 2 first on Dry River. So this game took place first for maybe important context for later. And yes, in the green we have Italians, a very popular civilization I think on this map so far because they can play on water and on land very well. I love Coyote's woodline. It's one of those merged woodlines again that
It's completely to the edge this time.
Yeah, and wait, is there a small? No, there's
No,
no.
there isn't. There's a single hole. One tree is there that just covers the edge, and
Yes, but this is a complete and natural wall, which is great against a player like Meerkat. And yes, we are looking in the blue, and we did predict it. It is the humans. And I don't see any reason to suspect that we're going to see anything other than forward siege workshop double range again. Same thing he did against Step Eagle too.
Yes. So what we definitely should expect to see here is an early wall from Coyote. So the pressure through the middle will not come as easily as it did in the game we
That's exactly what we have seen from Sandfish, right? Like he walled off the middle very early, and that just bought him a lot of time to get an army out, to wall up at home. So very important step to defend these kind of all-in rushes. And others saying we went, it's a classic Zardos, we went from a few secs to whole games. Yes, I just can't catch a break with these things, can I? Alright, Wolf players pushing the air, not too surprising. Well, I'm just excited for Fuel Age, honestly. If Coyote doesn't know what's coming, he's in for a very big surprise.
But once again, it's kind of notable that while the woodline covers a lot, has a really nice safe stone there, the golds are completely exposed. The 5 tile is at the front of the base, so
Yes,
I
that's
would
true.
assume this will be easily cut off. The berries on a very awkward forward hill. It's just that one goal that is kind of to the side, and we need to create a decent buff around it. Otherwise, we might lose control to early pressure on that.
That is true. I mean, what you could do is kind of do like a small wall from the TC in front of the gold and then towards the bottom edge of the map. I think that's the only way you wall this, yeah. It's the only chance you have. The villager is going out towards the dock, towards the bottom. We have been scouting
For
that.
both players.
Yes, indeed. So actually, very important on this map. If both players dock the same side, it's a lot different than uncontested water for both, so that's very important. But watching this tournament and how Meerkat plays these maps, I think he likes to be on the same pond actually, because he wants his opponent to drop or sink resources into the water fight. At least that's what we've seen, which he feels very comfortable with this tournament. He's going a little more forward even. Interesting.
Yeah, I think if he plays the strategy we've seen him play before, he doesn't even really care about losing food access here if the opponent invests
Yeah.
into water, because we will see archers, we will see rams, we will only see stuff that costs golden wood.
But actually,
not heavy on the food.
I don't mind this dock too much because if the fish would, for some reasons, survive, if you push it further down this edge, then you have more fish to work with, and it doesn't get inefficient as quickly because you can take fish because it's more centralized this way. We do see a very far dock for Coyote on the other side. And I think we are short to click up for Meerkat already, if that's the strategy that we're expecting. Do we? I'm expecting a click up soon. Oh, sorry, no, this isn't Wilds, this is economy units.
Ooh, that
But
field
still.
are quite far from the town center.
Yeah. Okay, how quickly do you actually click up if you do that build? I'm not familiar.
Coyote just now clicked up, but we also have the cheaper click for the
Yeah,
Italians,
19
so it's
builds.
easier on a water map where you go for a little bit more wood than food.
That is true. Italians can do it quite comfortably. Yeah, I would agree because like 9 villagers is pretty standard with Italians. There's 1 villager being dumb again. 2 villagers. Actually, no, that's just too many villagers on the food source. Oh, opting for 1 lumber camp. That is something. Honestly, I don't mind too much. There basically isn't a second wood line, and yeah, so I don't mind just the 1 lumber camp. Usually, you're more on the wood heavy maps. You usually see 2. But if you only have 1 area to defend this way, I like to just the 1. Forward barracks coming for Coyote.
Yeah, I quite often play 1 lumber camp, but if you can afford a second, it always feels so much better. The issue is just when pressure comes in and you have 2 lumber camps, you only have 2 areas that can be attacked and get distracted by, instead of 1 very focused one that you can secure.
That is true. It's a double-edged sword a lot of the time, because yes, you only have to defend 1 area, but if you lose that area, like imagine if there's going to be scorpions behind, there's no safe wood anymore for you to take. There's no other wood line you can fall back to. Like that's why it's like good and bad at the same time. We are trying to nerd out a little bit here, and I'm only saying that because we're watching Coyote. Always
That
getting the
is a
hit.
feudal scout, he's getting the hits.
Yes, indeed
getting
he is.
everything
This
on.
is very, very good. This is very well played by Coyote. The hill micro capitalizing on feudal age. We do see the barracks, so we are warned, and we do go for a stable at home. I don't mind the stable actually. We were talking about this versus Steppe Eagle. We were wondering if scouts is the way to defend a push like this. And maybe it actually is. We might just deny all of the forward buildings this way.
I don't know. I never feel comfortable using scouts. That amount of villager and that scout, they can fend off 2 or 3 scouts together.
Yeah, because it just hits too late, right? Like, we don't have the scouts up in
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
There can always
if you have
be-
like 1 or 2 archers out, as long as you
Yeah.
take care of the enemy scout, that archer can deal with all the
However,
villagers.
the scouts might just, if we are a little bit more patient, the scouts might be good to snipe the rams under the TC. Because that's 1 application they might be good for. Because I just want to see how people defend this in general. Like, I'm just curious at this point.
Yeah.
Because I don't have the answer. Like, I'm a caster, yes, but I don't know what the perfect defense is. Like, I'm just gonna die to this, like, the next guy, so...
There's
I
a
don't know.
blacksmith, 2 rangers, the production is up and pumping.
We do
Only
keep-
5 on gold. Will
We do
not
kill
really
fishing
suffice
ships.
for 2 rangers.
We are killing all the fishing ships with 1 fire galley. Second one on the way, just to be sure. I don't mind the second one too much. The third one would be overkill.
So, the second one is good. You
Yeah.
expect your opponent to at least make 1 defensive one.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't mind the second one. The third one might be a little bit much. 4 scouts on the field right now. That's
Quite a
good
few scouts on the
numbers.
field, but there's also 2 spears already behind the archers.
Oh, we are trying to
and
snipe. We are sniping. That's very good. But there's a second spear coming. We have to be
Spear is
careful.
This time the tower doesn't reach the town center. It's not really covering the
Yeah, and that's
area.
because these front buildings are so important.
There's the Siege shop just plopped into that opening.
I want to
I love it.
Alt Q away from the unit circles, please. Yes. Why? Why don't we want to see the range? Okay. I like to see the range
It is
of buildings.
irritating for some people.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna see how it is without, and I want to have the. Why is it green though?
It's the player color.
Is it always? Oops.
Yeah, it's like the range indicators when they set to the player
okay.
color.
All right, good to know. I'm going to leave it, but it's very important for things like, yeah, can the tower reach the TC, for example? I mean, I could have told you that by looking in this case, but it might be close in other times. We do see. No, wait, there was green.
A
on the
range
map.
has been built, an emergency range has been built, so we can start making skirmishes, but there will be no skirmishes. The range is immediately under attacked by 1 ram, second ram coming up. And we could just also focus down the stable with another ram, completely cut off the production of Coyote here.
I mean, Coyote had the big win of killing the fish, denying the tower being in range of the TC. So far, all the conditions are met to defend this. We do have army. The thing is, that was true for Steppe Eagle 2, and it looks like we are bravely turning away and sending the scouts over to the other side.
But why are the rams running away though?
I don't know. Probably, I mean, the Rams are scared of the scouts, but the scouts are no longer there. Coyote trying to find value with them. The scouts kind of enjoying this little maze they're going through right now. And
I am at there. Laughing. Yeah, but the stable is now going down, and there's one thing that I really don't like that happened.
I mean, the
defensive
spears are
tower.
forward. Second stable, because the stable in the front went down. We are in blue space. The spear is slowly walking across the map. We get a villager kill. The gold is idle for now. Also, it's attention. Like, the attention while you defend for Chris or for Meerkat. Nice quick walls. Nice. I don't mind.
Yeah, that lumber camp is completely secured. The spear will go to the berries, and that's
You have to kill this.
Defended off.
Very important. You have to kill the scout first. You have to.
You don't send the
Oh,
spear in
no.
alone and you save it. Villagers with the spear completely holds this easily. Nice wall up of the other lumber camp. Actually, right now we're witnessing something that is evolved from last time we saw it.
Yeah, and the thing is, oh, we're going for. Oh, and the Rams are coming. The
Yeah,
scouts,
push on
the
TC is
scouts,
happening.
the scouts are in the base. We are trying to capitalize on that fact. But this looks like without the tower being in the front, the villagers can actually fight this back. The archers are shooting, but the Rams are going down to 1 scout.
Archers
and
are
the
shooting at
villagers.
the scout, and that scout actually had armor and bloodlines. That's why it was so tough.
Yes, this looks defendable.
But now, villagers are not dying.
It's
Villagers
okay
are dying. Yes, the Rams are going down.
if you lose 2 or 3 villagers, but you kill the Rams, that's completely fine. If the Rams go down, that's all that needs to happen. And we do have scouts in the
We cannot
stables in the
garrison the
back.
TC anymore.
Yes, we are repairing. The scouts are soon to come out. And the archers are jumping. We're going to lose a lot of army. The 1 ram is the biggest problem. This 1 ram is so dangerous. We somehow have to find
It's
a solution.
sucking all the wood currently into the town center. There is so many resources. Even if the town center doesn't go down to it.
And even Coyote doesn't have the APM to deal with all of this. The scouts just hitting a wall in the opponent's base. Now we're microing them again. But at home, the ram has finally been killed.
That could have
Okay.
been couldn't have been repaired any second longer.
That is-
Coyote was literally at the last wood.
That
there.
was such a close call. Yeah, if that TC goes down, the game is almost over.
It costs 10 villages. That town center is not in a healthy spot for the next push, and we see the switch of the economy at home. 15 villages on gold apparently. Now
Okay,
being
the
able to fend
scouts.
off the scouts.
The scouts getting cleared off. That's nice. That's well played from Meerkat. However, Coyote already in a more comfortable position than Step Eagle was, and that is to say that this is not a comfortable situation, but
not a lot.
it's still more comfortable than the one Step Eagle was in. But this looks actually fine. I like what Coyote is doing. He's adding more army. He's adding more army.
You cannot think of the next age. You need to add military. I like the scouts with both upgrades. It is very expensive to get there, but you can afford it. You also added a little bit more fishing ships. 4, yes. Without, or 5th fishing ship even, but without more docks, there is not that much value to add more at this point.
Yes, 100%.
Unless we go to the northern pond.
The scouts are diving. We can hop into the tower with a couple of the archers, but then they're not firing. Oh, the ram is discovered. Archer going down.
Out. That's what you kind of have to focus with your scouts. If the ram goes down, the push onto TTC isn't going to happen as soon.
Yeah. Every ram you kill with those scouts is so much pressure off your back. But unfortunately, due to this one tile of opening, the ram is in a choke point, so the archer in the tower can actually fire away. Still, we are delaying the push coming in, and we are still producing army, and that I think that's one of the keys to defend this.
But the second ram is out again. A trade card is coming out from.
There's a second one.
There's
a second one coming. This isn't just one time. Okay, we did cancel.
The town center isn't repaired.
Yeah, and now the scouts jumping on the rams. Oh, this looks great for Coyote. I think he's done it.
Actually, yes.
I think he's done it. The spear's out of position, the rams go down, and this is huge. Splitting away, of course.
Really missing the archer production. Where are the numbers? Well, I guess we are starting to go.
No, we lost like 10 archers to the TC. There are no numbers anymore.
Yeah, but since the archery rangers have been kind of idle since the numbers could be quite.
That is true, but we did go for more rams. We did go for archers. We were harassed on the gold for a couple of minutes at home too. So the counterattack once again paying off against the strategy. Horse color coming in with 15 built farms, but these farms are deep enough into the game to be reseeded soon, so I don't really mind it too much. This is a scary army. We have 8 scouts with bloodlines and both attack and armor. Yeah, we can clean this.
And this ram is out of position. All the spears are sitting inside of the other ram. It's not going to get into the place where it needs to be in time. And now with the spears over there, the other ram will be out of position.
And this reminds me so much of the way I always lose my monks on arena. Like, I have 4 spears, it doesn't matter, because the scouts just use the mobility, and once I'm 1 millimeter away from my monk, it just dies. That's what's happening here with the rams. Tower going up on the goal to see. I really think this is a great defensive tower, because this is the only spot where you can realistically lose the game at this point. So,
I'm actually not that much of a fan. It is a good defensive tower, but against the style we are playing against, this player is not going around to find your weak economy. This player wants to go into the middle, the center.
Yeah, but I think this is just I'm making sure I don't throw tower. I think that's all it is. Scouts now, oh my god, these scouts deciding to go back, which I think is the better decision. You asked about the archers, here they are, backed up by the front line, the cavalry is arriving. This is so...
Now we're walking at the gold, now the tower is actually putting in some work here.
This is... Oh, this looks so stupid.
Threat E.
Why did we send? Can we just delete this? Like...
We honestly, instead of deleting, oh my god, what are the villagers doing? We can actually
soak
find
up damage, right?
Its market and start trading.
Oh yeah. We do have a market here. Maybe we can soak damage with it a little bit, use it as a front line and a meat shield. Or a wood shield in that case.
It's quite a clunky unit. But
it's not a unit you're supposed to micro, come on. I mean, this is ridiculous. We are soon to be 19 fully upgraded feudal age scouts. I know that's a weird statement to make, but it is fully upgraded for feudal age. And we are trying. We are trying. We don't have any unit on food anymore for Meerkat.
These are going to be insane numbers.
This is going to be one big fight, isn't it? This is going to be one big clash. And I think
now in position covering the town center.
We have 11 spears on the map with those rams, by the way. But I think this. Okay, this.
11 spears.
I'm just gonna let this play out. I'm just gonna let this play out.
And that is some really nice micro hopping the spears back into the ramps.
I mean,
Just
this
so they don't die to the
TC, just
fountain.
let it die, honestly. Let the
Yeah,
TC
you
die,
can't
it's
hold it.
fine. You can afford it. Pull back. Yeah, that's a wise decision by... that's a nice decision by Coyote. And we're deciding to jump again. I mean, if we kill the Rams, then... I mean, this is rough. This is rough for Coyote, because the spears are still a
It's
problem.
incredibly rough.
I mean, the spears should be fighting, the archers not... Like, 4 of the archers not even shooting. And the spear numbers are starting to drop here. We're down to 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to clear everything. Still a lot of archers, but... Oh no, actually, I think that's enough archers. We are 2 split on the scouts. We are killing the Rams, however, so this is still a game somehow.
That is a really nice mass of archers. We're building a town center in the corner.
Yeah, but the problem is we have to kill. We have 0 on food. We have to kill now.
Yeah,
we have to kill.
The farming space that is lost is really, really huge here.
No, not. I mean, for Meerkat. Meerkat has 0 on food. This is completely all in.
Oh,
And-
that's just how this build works.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Yeah, but- I mean, we do have 19 units on food. We did add a couple of, not that much more fish, but we do have the fish, which obviously helps. The scouts are. He didn't want the tower to go up. We are diving onto the villagers and onto the archers. We're going to lose a lot of units in exchange. I don't like this dive too much. Like, all the scouts are going down. We do have a couple of more on the way. Oh,
If the farming economy is exposed, especially if the tower would have gone up, this would have been a very, very bad situation for Coyote. It's still not a good one, but as long as we can have some food income to produce more scouts, we can at least contest the push a little bit.
That is true.
But this is just such a deadly situation. I don't really see how to come out of this. I would say Coyote needs to run a big chunk of the economy into areas that just aren't under pressure.
Yeah, but that's why humans is so good on the strategy, because all the resources are through the middle. The extra gold and the extra wood, like, there's no way to expand. There is no way
All
to
the extra
expand.
gold has been secured. There's 4 more villages coming forward. We made 3 farms at home, even 5 farms.
Oh my god, and we are looking for the counter-attack now. That's a very risky move to make. That is
With the counter-attack, the ram can just take down anything that...
Yeah, I think we need a couple of scouts at home at least, but...
Did we make another trade card, or did the previous trade card survive?
Oh, we're going. There is... Where is it? No, it's still in the army. It's still... It is still part of the forward strategy here.
Oh, the scouts are going forward and they're not going to find much.
Oh, the villagers! As the scouts are coming forward, Meerkat is sending the entire town.
It has been seen, the scouts are jumping it. This is going to be a massacre.
This is going to be an absolute massacre, yes, and we find the villagers. Oh, that is terrible. We pull the army back because we don't really find a lot here against the towers and the TC. Oh, this is... okay, this might be the game-winning blow here for Coyote. This might just be it.
But honestly, we would have found a lot of damage against the towers and the TC. We have the Rams to just run the towers down. Now the Rams are completely alone and 2 scouts at home are just clearing the Rams.
I don't really know why we were sending. Maybe we wanted to douche now. Maybe we wanted to go for the second human TC. That's something
I think it was the... I think you noticed that the opponent was running around with a mass of scouts, that the scouts weren't at home anymore. And
by the way, these scouts are looking for... These scouts are walking into like no man's land at this point. And Coyote has made it up to Castle Age! Italians, man, bailing you out with the cheaper Castle Age, yes.
Yeah, he kept his food economy working through all of this, and...
The real question is if the mule cart survives this game. Like, it's standing where Coyote's first use used to be. Oh, we cannot afford to lose the spears. It's very dangerous to send the spears here. Okay, we are jumping back into the ram. And yeah, these scouts haven't found anything. Honestly, as soon as these scouts are light cav, I think we can finally jump. We need a couple of more, maybe. But still a Castle Age unit, then.
Well, we would need new stables to upgrade them, probably, because those stables, they are currently going down.
Yeah, but we have not that many resources. The market is up, that is great, that's always a win con you have. this farming space to the right, that's hilarious. We should just kill this ram with the villagers, to be honest, as long as the archers do not join.
Yeah, as long as the archers are not nearby, we can just
This is
defend
honestly,
against
this
them.
is a dangerous area. A dangerous area. Coyote could lose the entire gold there if we just dove with the archers and rams.
Yeah, I don't know why we are hesitating here right now.
Yeah, this is the prime spot to hit to do a little bit more damage now. Instead, oh, we did wall out the scouts, but the problem with this map, there's always going to be holes to go through. Well, there's a hole between the house and the workshop in the first place. We're up to Castle Age. I expect light cavalry and armor to be clicked, or just at least some of the upgrades.
The defensive siege
Not
workshop, that is a
happening.
nice idea because that is going to completely.
Oh,
shut us down.
mangonels,
One
man, yes,
mangonel on the map
mangonels.
is going to be devastating. The light cav now being clicked.
We do clear up the ranges.
And there's
Yeah, and
three
Meerkat
rams
knows.
against-
Look at this. He wants to push. Meerkat knows he's on a timer, and he's trying to find the angle, but it's just so hard. There's a TC. There was a tower. The scouts can snipe the rams at any time. We are going to send it now. We are going to try to win or lose this game on the spot, which we kind of have to. Where is the light? Why do the light cav? Why are the light cav so far away? That's one thing that I don't fully understand.
Yeah, I guess he's just happy stopping any additional archer production and killing any archers that are being produced at this point.
Oh, the mangonel is there, the villagers are there, there's light cav at home, and I think this mangonel will, yeah, this mangonel will
Magnus
deal
moving
with.
forward is going to be a juicy shot, but
Fletching archers versus mangonels, yeah.
such a stack.
And Coyote did it, he defended this, so he deserves it. GG's called, okay. Alright, we have been approaching, I mean, this was a longer game than I expected. 52 light cav made for Coyote.
Him outmost the archers. I actually didn't expect the numbers to be like that.
We had more light cav than archers on the field. Oh, crazy. While there's time, can you disable unit range? You disabled buildings before, click on a unit and Alt Q to disable the fat blue-green things. Oh, that's what you mean. I don't mind that too much, to be honest, but, well, okay.
I like it for myself, but I guess when casting it is really irritating to see the giant circles all around.
Yeah, that's true. I'm trying to restore it for the buildings. Yeah, I'm gonna do it next game then. So that is 2-0 for Coyote. We are on the brink of heading into the finals already if one more game doesn't go Meerkat's way. And it makes it hard to see fights for you. That's fine. I would like to keep the range on the buildings because that's very important. But for units, I think it's fine. Yeah, we can do that. Alright, so possibly transitioning towards the last game of this best of 5 already. Let's go back to the draft.
Yeah, Surveyor is saying the only issue is it doesn't small wall. This game he actually small walled at home when the scouts were coming over. At least the wood lines were safe.
Yes, I'm closing my Age of Empires in the background again because I would assume that we're going to go into C80 Rex again. The building one is useful sometimes? Yeah, I was surprised that you were suggesting that because I thought you meant the buildings and I would like to keep the building range around. But we can do that for next game for sure. Yes, so we are going to what I assume is going to be Immersion because we did see Meerkat pick and play that a lot in this tournament and I think he has a pretty good record. So... yeah, Funny Liquid actually giving a little bit of insight about Otter's tendencies. He says, can't imagine Otter not banning humans and picking them even more. On the other hand, Italians is a very Otter. I mean, Italians have been seen on this map from quite a few players. It just makes sense, I think. So I guess we're back to it doesn't really matter what we pick territory for Meerkat. And for Coyote, I would expect the Vu now.
Yeah,
there's
the
no
Wu
other
just
stuff.
when you can get into fish boom, the Wu are really great. Portuguese if you maybe expect water fights, but you won't expect water fights.
And also the Wu is great to just match the infantry aggression.
We already have the Khmer for Canyon Lake and maybe some Churchian shenanigans on Border Forest.
Yeah, that's true.
Or Churchian or Portuguese for Border Forest.
Yeah, and I feel the Wu is just great against a player like Meerkat because, like I said, like in the early game, the infantry is just so good to match your opponent's infantry. Yours regenerates even, and I think it's a very good
Yeah.
civilization for that. Actually, I have loaded up the game and we are wrong. I mean, we were right on the map. It is immersion, but the Wu are nowhere to be found. That's interesting. Welcome back. First deciding game of this series. Of the third place match of the Secret Desert Cup. We are in the left. We have Meerkat in the blue again. I think these players picked the same color throughout the entire set. I think Coyote only changed to red for one single game in the tournament, which is kind of
I
interesting.
don't remember if there were other colors on the other sets.
I don't think there were, but it's fine.
Maybe also was just blue the whole time, and now Meerkat is picking blue, so.
Yes. I mean, yes, we do have Romans versus. I mean, oh, true! We had Romans and we didn't play them on Dry River. That's crazy. I think this might be the first time we see Romans on a different map. I mean,
I definitely prefer the Armenians on Dry River. The longsword play is just stronger than Roman armor play.
yeah,
And
that's true.
it actually costs you less to get into the longswords because you don't have to build a blacksmith.
That's a very fair point to make, and I don't mind Romans on this map too. I think Romans are very, very good on hybrid maps. Of course, their economy will always be great. Romans do have better galleys, not many people know that, but humans have a little bit more damage on their galley line. So, oh no, or is it Pierce armor? I might be confusing the two. Let me see.
No, we have extra HP for Portuguese on the.
No, for Romans, Romans have buffed.
Oh, the
galleys.
Romans have the armor. Yeah.
Oh, they have they have the armor. Yeah, it's armor not attack. My bad. And yes, we. I mean, Portuguese is just an overall solid civilization for maps like this. Portuguese are great on land,
yeah.
great on water.
Yeah.
They have bonus HP on the ships, and we do have cheaper gold units in general. We have bonus wood from the berries. And yes, I'm going to turn off the unit ranges. Can I do that on Wills? Yes, okay. Alright.
One thing that always sticks me about the Portuguese though is the wood bonus from the berries. It's a great bonus, but you are kind of playing a water civilization, and you don't want to build a mill to get the berries.
Usually you don't build the mill in Dark Age. You usually just build it in Feudal Age, and then you mark it.
Yeah, it's more to unlock the market on water heavy maps.
The thing with this bonus is, I don't mind if you go to the berries later because you still get the same amount of wood. It's just at a different time, so I think it's still fine. It's not like you lose out on anything. But yeah, Romans, of course. If there's one civilization I think Chris is comfortable with, then that's the Romans, because the men at arms. And let's not kid each. Oh no! The villager, it killed a turkey. Oh, okay, I think we're still good.
That's fine.
I was about to, I was making it sound like a bigger drama than it is. I know, but that's what can I do?
I find it worse that one of the rhinoceros is rotting. Okay, now we switch some villagers.
And as you're saying that, he's fixing it. Yeah. I was about to make a point. Yeah, Roman men at arms are great, and let's not kid ourselves. We are going to see 4 villagers building a barrack forward again. And the men at arms with the armor can actually be super good for the Romans. So let's see.
Meerkat, as usual, going to one of the central ponds. Coyote, not really wanting any center shenanigans, has built the outside dock and is nicely even taking some fish with the villager there. I think also that's one point why the outside dock as first can be preferable, because the villager can actually take the deep fish.
Oh, that is true. That's not possible for the middle ponds. That's
no, it actually is. It actually is. For right now,
here it is?
Taking.
Oh, that's true.
I haven't seen that often. If Coyote would have gone to that pond, there would have been no fish close enough to actually do that. So.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's all kind of like a little bit tilted towards the left. We do see the dock, so we do have information about that. Yeah, I have a news for you. There's 4 villagers leaving the TC.
Ooh, that is surprising. What might those villagers be up to?
We don't have the wood yet for the barracks though, because we did queue one more fishing ship.
Don't have the wood yet. We haven't even clicked up yet. We have queued a villager after the loom. And I'm not sure if Coyote actually spotted that or moved out of the way for
to be honest,
Meerkat Scout.
I don't like Coyote's map against a player like Meerkat. The berries are forward and the golds are really far. So this might be...
Yeah.
We might need a lot of army again to fend this off. And the mill, and not the mill, the barracks is very delayed, it feels like. I mean, we have to... It
It's
goes
only
up.
just picked up to fuel age. It
Yeah, that's
should
true.
go up any second now.
Okay, this is... Where the hell are we putting it? Do we know? No, we
don't know
don't.
where
Now
the
we
opponent
do.
is yet.
Now we do. Now we do every turn around. Yeah, okay. This is not even forward. This is like in the back of your like.
Yeah, this is you won't see the direction where this is coming from.
Oh, this is. I mean, this looks. These men at arms could easily find a lot of kills in this woodland, and these two villagers are not doing anything. It's a little bit annoying. Lag superhero confirmed. If superhero made it that far, I would be quite impressed. And we're making a beeline towards the woodline. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to see. Militia on the way. Same shenanigans as always. Oh, this is a great house, making sure the opponent will not get to control the walling here. In this little scenario, oh, this could be disastrous.
Yeah, not too much of a fan of that house, but it's probably more open than it looks for me right now. I'm still on big trees here, and he's getting into a really good spot
And
here. But
we
that
have
is
to
taking
pull the
onto
villagers.
the trees.
We have to pull the villagers from the TC. This is so much idle time. That's so much damage, even without a villager dying.
He needs to pull the villagers. Man at arms is coming in though, so those militia will start hitting quite heavily. And if we have some villagers in there to eat some of the attacks, that can be really nice.
Oh, we did dock in the middle, by the way. We want to kill the fish of Meerkat. We are going for the first fire. In the meantime, we have to defend at home too. That's a very questionable defensive tower. I think that's a panic tower, honestly, because you don't know how to defend this. This tower does not... I mean, it protects the fish and the woodline, so... I mean, if we manage to kill a couple of men-at-arms before armor kicks in, that might be a win, but we are going
Right now,
roughshod.
few villages are just dying. The men-at-arms are dishing out so much additional
Yeah.
damage here. They aren't even Roman men-at-arms currently. They are just men-at-arms. There
It's
is
just
no
generic,
additional
yeah, it's
armor
just
on them.
generic
Do we
ones at
have?
this point.
We do have a blacksmith. We do have all the food we want. If those had the armor, which they could have had at this point, that would have been insane. But
I
at
think
least there's
armor...
where they came from. And
I
they're on the
think
very side.
armor straight up wins the game on the
Yes.
spot. if we
Yeah,
do that.
yeah. You don't believe how often I had to fight with the usual amount of men-at-arms against 7 or 8 villages, and the opponent just quit right afterwards because they are so strong. You always underestimate how.
I am very confused about this lack of armor, yeah. We should have had it a long time ago.
Might have think he clicked it already at this point.
Maybe, yeah. Or maybe he's just going, okay, I killed a couple of vills, I want early castle age now. That's a thought that I could see.
He's still pumping military units, and if he has
That's
the armor, he kills at this point of the game. The one thing Romans do not get though is arson, so it will be
Yeah,
difficult
the
to
one
just
big
have the
problem,
buildings.
the
And
one
their
big
armor
problem,
is
on
coming.
there's the armor coming, and the one big problem for Coyote is we don't have any army to defend anything here.
Absolutely no army, not
We
even
pick
the
up-
military
oh,
building. Now
that-
there's a range. Now there's a
Yeah,
range blocking
a
the
range
woodline.
after the armor. That's not going to do much for a long time. I wanna see arson. I wanna see arson and then just completely
You
smash
cannot
everything.
get arson. Romans do not have arson.
Oh yeah, that's a lack of knowledge on my end. I apologize. I did not know that, but that makes sense because otherwise Roman men-at-arms would be a little bit too
Oh,
overpowered.
yeah. Arson is really nice and cheap to pick up nowadays,
Yeah.
but it looks a little bit painful. Just looking at the villages in the berries, they're blocking each other. They're not really. dropping off
Chris
the
did
food.
lose all his 3 fishing ships to 1 galley, so well played by Coyote with minimal effort to kill that.
Yeah.
And we need a bunch of archers and we need fletching before we can even try to contest this army, so still looking very rough.
But Coyote is actually floating a lot of food. The fish, I wanted to say, are working, but no, they're just sitting there, which Coyote just noticed and is sending them a little bit further away.
Okay, at
This
what
is so
time?
awkward.
Honestly, don't you just kill the palisade here? Is it really the mining camp you're hitting?
Yeah, I don't know either.
But the problem is these villagers are they're forced to repair, we're never gonna get fletching. Like, fletching will be...
There is no blacksmith. We cannot afford a blacksmith anytime
Yeah,
soon.
we have to sink all the wood into the repair,
And
then...
now the militia are in onto the woodline on the right hand side. Be able to
Oh.
expand a little bit, and
Okay.
these have armor. You cannot fight back against them. You can try, but there's no damage coming through.
And we are about to break through on the left side too. Yeah, this is game over. This is game over. We are going to game 4. Meerkat not done in this tournament just yet. Yeah, the armors without
He's going
fletching.
to call it once he shoots them with the archers and sees how the damage they deal.
Yeah, I think so. That's fair. The TC doesn't even matter because there's no villagers in the TC. In the meantime, the men-at-arms are just feeding on the villagers here on the wood line. Yeah, this is game over. Meerkat not resigning in this series just now, but yeah, Romans is one of his best picks, so makes sense. He can do whatever he wants at this point.
Yeah, he's just diving the tower now. He can't just delete the house. This is his house. He can just run through if he wants
True,
to.
does he remember? Because visually,
Does
this
either
is...
player remember?
Because visually, this like... Oh yeah, I think he does now. I think he does now. That's a great point, like just delete this, but he might not notice, because visually this looks like your opponent's wall.
That was the whole game plan. You take the Civ with the same architecture to sneak your house into the opponent's buildings.
And just to be fooled yourself. Just to fool yourself with the visuals.
This tower is going
And
down.
we are looping around
anyway.
instead of deleting, that is ridiculous. Market coming up now. Yeah, no, like, these
We
builds...
deleted the palisade. I think he wanted to delete the house that wasn't his. Because that one palisade one went down and we wanted to walk out.
Yeah, GG's call.
GG's bingo off.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. That is great. We are on the board for...
Did Chris win water?
No,
his
he
stock
lost.
is still standing.
No.
It's in flames, but it's still standing.
Is it... Okay,
Why?
philosophical question. Is a dog standing?
No. He lost water. Can you lose something you do not fight for?
No, that's not what I meant, but a dog in general, is it standing, or is it swimming, or is it floating, or is it... I'm weird. I'm asking the weird questions, I know.
I mean, it's built on pillars that are standing in the water, but
Then it's
I'm
standing,
not
yeah.
using the skin you are using.
Others is lying. But yeah,
So
we
the
had
one I
three...
have stands on stilts.
We did, I mean, this is... The skin I'm using isn't really a dog, it's just like a rock and a shipwreck next to it, so...
Yeah.
We did
ask myself
lose,
why
to
this
answer the
was
question seriously, we did lose 3 fishing ships to 1 fire galley, so that was really good by Coyote, very effective, but the Roman man-at-arms just taking over the game here, and there's nothing much to be said otherwise.
Yeah.
So, we're not out
Against
yet.
Romans, you need the walls as soon as possible. You need the archer range behind as soon as possible.
Yeah, maybe
The
even
lack of
double.
arson is the one thing that helps you to hold.
Maybe even double archer range, that's something to consider as well, especially with the
And
Portuguese.
you need the mass. You're only dealing 1 damage against the militia at this point, which is 45 HP, so you need 45 archers to one-shot. But with fletching, you double your damage, so...
That is true.
It is
very
so
true.
important to get those things.
Yeah, that skin is nonsense. Yeah, I would agree. I think for casting I could actually change the skin. But I'm not going to be bothered with this for now. Okay, so we have another match point for Coyote, and maybe he is going to take this one. And in the back, I've received a message from someone in Discord with Aratha as profile picture, but he named himself Meerkat in Discord and is asking me if I still want to have Rex.
With a brother, not a ram. What?
Aratha.
Oh.
And superhero messaged me. He renamed himself to Meerkat in the Discord and is asking me if I still need Rex. Oh, that's great. Okay. Okay, so we are definitely going to one of Coyote's home maps now, which, from the style of the maps, should suit Meerkat too. Like, he's not going to feel too bad about those. We have Boulder Forest and Canyon Lake. However, on Boulder Forest, if you can wall early enough, I can see Meerkat struggling. He might be tempted to do a sneak there before the walls go up on the choke point. But let's talk about that once it actually happens.
Yeah. So far, I not sure if I've seen someone actually play it as a closed map. There always was early aggression on both of those. It's just so open to choke
Yeah,
point.
nobody's going like fast castle 3TC. That definitely not. Some people, I mean, we saw one sneak that was victorious very quickly, and then we saw a little bit of like feudal fighting into Castle Age, but we didn't really see a very super aggressive strategy, I think, on that map. So Meerkat probably changing that pretty soon. At least that's what
Yeah,
I would
on
assume.
the other hand, as Autumn mentions, Canyon Lake in theory should be good for Meerkat, but it hasn't
And
played out that way. And looking at it, the gold is safe within Townsend range. The berries are safe within Townsend range. There's just a woodline which is generally secured by a tower by
yeah,
the defending
the,
player,
the
and suddenly there's no more angles for Meerkat to keep the chaos up, and the other player just abuses the mobility around the map too for the counter aggression.
Yeah, that's the problem. You cannot ever extend to any or to expand to any resource outside of that elevation because it's just so far. And I think that's a. I mean, the gold being so close is bad for him, but then again, the woodlines being so exposed is very good for him, right? Especially if you make it
But
up
most
to.
of the times that is easy to secure with a tower in the games that we've seen.
Yeah. Perkins saying, if I'm Chris on Boulder Forest, I'm running forward to wall it immediately. Yeah, 100%. That's what you do. We are back. The second match point for Coyote in this third place match. We are going for 3 houses. Very nice. We are the Wu, so we can do that just fine. We built the houses a lot quicker. I like these nice little adaptations. Same with Spanish. Spanish can do that too. With the faster building. Overlay should be fine, I think. No? You should be seeing the map.
It looks
Looks okay,
fine
right?
for
Yeah, okay,
me
good.
right now.
Yeah, then I suppose it's fine. Okay, it's fine. I got the confirmation. Perfect. So this is very far, very opposite sides, which is most of the time the way this map generates. We have oh, this is a great matchup. I haven't seen this matchup too much, but Wu versus Melee can be very explosive, very quickly, I think.
And that's one pathway in the man at arm matchup if both play into it. The Wu actually kind of are drawing the short stick because the melee are completely cancelling out the healing with some additional armor by getting the upgrade for free.
Okay, Meerkat has terrible wood lines. Like, there's not a single wood line that's really comfortable to take because the back one he has is very like, very thin. On the other hand, I love the map for Coyote. If you can go for like lumber camps on the back wood lines with the
That
gold
is
and then just
such
wall.
a nice pocket we could get into there.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then you just wall off the pocket. Of course, you have to scout it first. We are still choosing to go towards the back wood line here. Yeah, not many players went for such a pocket. Oh, this wood line is terrible for Meerkat. Oh no, that lumber camp is not efficient for long. Oh my god. Oh, I hate it. Yeah, that's one thing about the map that I don't really like is how it generates these wood lines on the edge, because sometimes they're even only one tile thick and then it's just...
Yeah. But if we would walk a little bit further, the left corner of the map looks really nice. You also have some safe gold there. It's super easy to wall, and then we would have...
I mean, that's the thing. You have to scout
days.
your wood lines on this map. That's one of the core skills on this map, and you can get rewarded for it, so I don't mind it too much. Villager is sent forward for both players. No, actually, it's just for Meerkat at this point. Villager doing a little bit of weird stuff. Okay. Terrible map, almost a Bedouins. Oh, come on. Okay, actually, for the finals and the third place, we created, we took a new version of Bedouins because it was just so terrible. So if we see Bedouins later in the final, that's going to be a better version with more resources and more even distribution. But yeah, we are gonna talk about that when we get to that. So how do the dogs look? We do scout. Oh, did we just miss it? Did we just miss it for green? No, we're seeing. We're circling back. This villager will be harassed. The scout is here. Scout is there.
No reaction. No reaction from Coyote. The scout might just go for the kill here. Doesn't do it though.
Oh, nice quick walls.
And
we are realizing
we are
this. That is perfect.
So this is great.
Yeah, Coyote is one of the players who would 100% punish you for not staying on that ville with blue scout. 100%. Both dogs going up roughly the same time. 6
the good
fish.
thing on this map, you're not keeping the villager forward. There's no fish for the villager to take
Exactly.
when it's there. So even though you're just sending her back home, and now you can just continue pushing the deer in from just the right angle.
Yep, that is a fair point to make. 100%. I want to delete those walls. That's annoying me. We do see the first fishing ships coming out also at the exact same second. There is a lot to be fished. This is the maximum of fish that can happen. We had a lot of these, like 6-spot gens. So whoever wins the water early has a little bit of an advantage there. And we do pick up Bloom for the Woo, and I would assume that Melee are going to click up soon as well. Of course, they will be fuel age faster, so they can justify going up a little bit later, because they will advance faster. And surprise, we have our 4 Wills going forward. Do we have to mention this at this point?
It's just happening. It's in the script.
Let's enjoy it. It's in the... You mean the map scripts him to go forward for villagers every time?
in the player script.
Yeah, the player script.
behavior
We
script.
downloaded chris.rms. Oh no, wait, that's the RPS, the random player script in that case.
Okay, now I kind of want to spend some time writing Chris AI.
Oh, that would be so hilarious. Do you write? Can you write AIs? Is that
Yeah,
something
yeah,
you do? Oh my god, yes,
I've
please do
written
one for
some
Chris and one for
AIs.
Maxi. I think Maxi is much easier. Pick a bloom and send the Vil. No, I have no clue how... Wait, we do? Okay, that's the first.
Why are we walking? Oh no!
Oh, I was excited that we changed something up, and then we just...
I wasn't excited. I would throw my computer out of the window if we go forward with 4 villagers to build a barracks and then walk home again.
Yes. He heard your comment about you not liking to walk, and then he's like, yeah, I'm gonna show him. Oh?
Oh, but yeah, we cannot really stop the barracks from going up. It was a nice idea, but the town center is just there protecting it. Scout didn't need too much arrow fire though. So Meerkat Scout is still in better health than Coyotes. And the villages, militia,
Classic
the
Chris
men at
fashion.
arms are running to the back wood line.
Yes, and if we're not careful, I think Coyote's approach is going to be archers again, the way this looks.
I wish to see a tower with those 4 villages.
Yeah, one tower.
Coyote wouldn't even be able to decently build a tower the way this is cramped right now.
This has to be a tower. If there's ever... Yeah, Coyote is first to the
defensive
tower.
towers coming in. And that's what I'm saying. Like the 4 aggressive villagers, if they immediately build a tower, we have a little bit of a high ground. We are just in so much of a better position there.
And the thing is, with Chris's playstyle, maybe if you see your opponent tower, maybe your approach is to be market, because they will not be able to sell their stone, you are, and you're melee.
Yeah.
So in this case, you can go for very early castle age advantage. Your opponent cannot even sell the stone anymore. This is just great then.
But it's still some time until we can click up. We just lost our fishing ship, so Coyote has no.
No, I mean, we are... I'm not talking that he should be clicking up right now. We should be fighting. We should make the game messy. That's exactly where... Oh, nice! We forced the tower. We forced
nice
the tower.
adaptation.
We forced the tower here, now we can put it down here. That's great play. That is very, very well played from him. Very good recognition. The archers won't be in time for this. In order to deny this.
No, definitely not.
I mean, the range got rushed up by...
If we reacted, the scout could have attacked that one.
Where do we take gold now? Can you tell me?
Where do we take gold? Nah.
And like,
Good
here...
question. There's that forward gold?
We didn't scout the back. The back gold is the key here, but we had to walk... No, it's not, because we have to walk through that tower. Oh, this is...
we can send villagers from the wood line if we want to be sneaky.
Not mining camp going down.
Are we killing the deer now? No, okay.
This is going to be a struggle for for Coyote here. And we do have a lot of food because we do have the fish, but how do we get the gold? We need a market if we want to go up now.
Market abuse is always a possibility. If we just build the market, sell some wood that we get, we would still be up earlier than the melee could in this current scenario. It's just the amount of resources on hand. 500 wood
Oh,
on
we
hand
are
from
throwing
Meerkat.
away
Is
some
the
men at
market
arms.
up?
Slowly but surely. The range is gonna go down, by the way. If that range goes down, we have no answer to the men at arms again. And we only created 4 archers at this point.
Yeah, and we have to get fletching. We have pretty much the last goal that we had.
Yes,
There's another range.
there's going to be no... Yeah, we have to go for the second range, otherwise there's nothing we can free our base with. We could do,
I honestly would prefer a market just
Yeah,
to
market.
click up. At this point, you know the opponent has man at arms. The
Yeah,
opponent
market
is
sell,
not able to
click up.
hurt you more.
Market sell, click up.
Than
Yeah,
they
and I
did.
think that's what he's doing now. And now the problem is, yes, you have all the resources on your elevation, but the berries are done, the gold is taken, what do you do with your villagers? Where do you send them now? You're running out of space, there's nothing to really do for them. Oh, this is a ballsy move.
He was pondering of sending them to the
And we are
line.
taking this gold now, okay.
Is going over to this gold. This gold is where the militia before already walked through.
Yeah.
So if Meerkat makes any additional military unit to walk through this area, it is going to be spotted. And there's another militia man at arms that just walked by.
we
There's
are
a lot
having
of men at
trouble.
arms near the dock actually that are hovering around the area.
Oh, we are rushing up a blacksmith in the market at home. There were some archers from green coming forward to counterattack, didn't really find anything. Maybe they will later in the game. Does he know where Meerkat? Maybe he hasn't found him yet. No,
he knows the layout of
does know.
Meerkat's base. He
does
knows
know.
where the wood line is.
He does know.
Or where the wood
Oh,
line
we spotted
was.
it! We spotted it! We don't have any archers at home for now. Great quick waltz, however, Arson is going to be immediately in versus those. So, yeah, we need the archers to defend this.
The market has been abused. We went with 2 on food, with like 20 food on hand, to
Oh
600
my god.
food, 200 gold.
Suddenly, Meerkat has Castle Age almost. Yeah, come on, this is ridiculous. And now we can soon sell in the.
They are walled in! They're stone walled in! No, there's an opening! There was an opening behind it. Oh my god.
Yeah, but the archers are coming, so
Yeah, the archers are coming, but if we had them walled in there, that would completely relieve
Okay.
all the pressure they...
actually very well done by Coyote to click up to Castle Age at roughly the same time. The problem is we're against Malay, so that's not going to be the same Castle Age time.
Yeah, yeah.
Because as Tea Time has taught us, Malay always advance half age ahead of them. That's how
And we
Tea
have
Time.
the 4 forward villages with a tower. Nothing will stop that siege workshop from going on. Right next to your town center. That siege workshop could be in firing range of the town center.
If there's one person who has the confidence to micro against the siege with crossbow, it will be Coyote. If one person could consider defending this with purely crossbow, it is Coyote. Let's see what he's going to do. Oh, I like the snipe on the gold
He might
villagers.
dive the tower. Oh no, doesn't really want to.
No. I don't think you do, because if you do, the men-at-arms are going to eat you alive on that tower.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And just now in, there is the siege workshop. Like,
Oh, in! This is brutal! And I think Coyote is realizing the only move he has left is a counterattack. There's no way these archers are going to defend anything here. So he is
We
sending
even
them
have a tower
forward.
at home for Meerkat. That is also a nice adaptation here.
I mean, at this point you only need the gold, right? Like at this point you don't care about anything else.
We are playing every civ as if they were Saracens.
Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't really matter. But he
And
could dive that.
I-
He could dive this, but the TC's there, so
Yeah, he can't dive. He can't.
I think he
One thing I would like to see, once the gold at home is mined completely, send all the villages forward into the
the
gold of
mangonel is
of
already the first
opponent's
mangonel
CC.
is already out by the time we are going for the siege
Yeah.
workshop. Crossbow
Siege
and
workshop
Bodkin is
coming.
clicked. We did manage to do that with Bowsaw. That is great macro here in such a position. This woodline, oh, that's a great reaction, anticipating the crossbow coming in. This is a very great reaction from him, and now there's only really the tower left to defend this. However, at home, the second mangonel is out, and now it's all about the archer and mangonel micro. We do see the villagers. I think we're going to hunt those down. This is so hard to micro. If anyone has the micro and the APM to do it, it would be him. But these crossbows, I think Meerkat is super happy to draw the attention of those crossbow away from his from his gold. That's a win for him actually.
First ram is out, and that ram, with all the men at arm inside of it, can just push
Oh.
away the defensive Mangonel.
Good Mangonel here.
Uh,
Oh, we're immediately going for the hunt.
yeah,
Look at this.
You cannot outrun a ram filled with infantry.
Oh my god, we're going to lose it, aren't we? Bonk, and another bonk,
And
and
a
then it's... Like, this guy is using Mangonels like is using Rams like no other person. Like, for sure Coyote is thinking, wait a minute, I thought Mangonels were supposed to counter Rams, and now this is happening.
And honestly, I don't mind the wood villagers throwing away the crossbows for Meerkat.
Yeah, that is a
because
big
those
win.
crossbows, they
That
were
is a-
sitting on the goats, they were trying to arrest
Yeah.
the goat from a distance, and now they're just chasing villages.
That's a big win. This is a big, very valuable diversion. And the Ram is still
The ram is
running
coming back,
away.
we will probably see some repairs on it. Defensive Mangonel now coming in, might get
Oh,
a really
oh.
good shot there. But
Pulling back.
the attention is being paid. The attention is
Maybe
being paid.
we just repair the Ram and do the exact same thing again. That's what's going to happen, right?
That town center has already taken 4,000 damage.
And we
Out
did
of
repair, so a lot of
2,400
resources.
HP.
I mean, it doesn't look... Coyote is still in the economy lead, and we haven't killed him. So
We're
we
sending the
are...
Mangonel so far forward. The Ram Ferrari is just about to be out
Oh,
of the boxes and
here we
running
go.
up again.
The racing car is on the way, the Mangonel is out.
Mangonel is out, Mangonel is out.
I mean,
Mangonel
that's-
trade also kind of fine for Meerkat because of the numbers of units in the
Yeah,
meantime.
this
Longswords coming in from the left-hand side onto the goats, so the crossbows are completely distracted.
Yeah,
on
there's
that
no
end.
Mangonel. There's no
And
Mangonel.
the,
Look at
the
that.
other 4 villages are just standing next to the siege workshop for some reason. They just brought the crossbows back home.
That is true, and we didn't go for any more Mangonels for Coyote. We should have maybe, because now we're left with 0 siege to 1, exactly the numbers game you were talking about. Oh, we have to
Oh, the
ungarrison.
ram is going down,
We
ram is
have to
going down.
ungarrison.
Longswords haven't come
Oh, shit.
out, but this town center will not stand for a long time without any repairs. The Mangonels are putting in the work again.
We have double armor on the infantry against this heavy archer play, so that makes sense. TC is about to go down, the next Mangonel has
New
popped
Mangonel
out.
coming out, attack on the villages.
Do you still place farms on this TC? That has to be a misclick. No shot you're going to farm.
That was a mistake. That was a
Yeah.
farm that ran out of resources, and when you right click with a villager, you just place a new one there.
So much aggression and yet barely any kills. Yes, that's because Coyote is a very,
And-
very good player.
And now it's moving onwards to the gold with the hill advantage for the Mangonels.
Yeah, and now Coyote has to pick up the micro here.
One
Oh my god, that was a
shot.
brutal shot. Oh my god, I was talking about it.
Oh,
I think I just jinxed him. I mean, these games are already
Yeah.
done, but...
No matter how good you are at dodging, the moment you do anything at a slope in this game, you will be confused on what hits where.
Yeah, that is true, and I think that played a big part in what happened here.
I want to see the mango shot into the villages.
We
the
are
goal
going
is
for the
actually
micro now, but at this point we kind of have to. This is still like...
Defensive Mangonel coming out, clearing out the Mangonels of
Oh my god,
Meerkat,
we're
but
falling.
there's
The aggression is falling
infantry
apart.
taking it.
Scorpion going down. Okay, we're still kind of in the clear.
Archers are being spawn killed by the Scorpions.
I mean, that's true. The range is here and here, so these archers are in a little bit of trouble.
And there's only wood for Coyote. No
This is
other
such a-
resource can be gathered at this
This
point.
is such a Chris lumber camp. We've seen this on immersion yesterday. He just puts the lumber camp anywhere his villagers ran. I can't believe those villagers actually survived, by the way. Yeah, this is still looking. It looks playable for Coyote, but you're always on the edge of just complete disaster with this.
I don't think there's much of a comeback mechanic here. The town center is under siege by the Mangonels. We have Mangonels and making them at home, but the angle they're coming in from,
Yeah, the infantry can
longswords
straight up
first.
kill. The infantry can straight up kill the coming Mangonel. We do have to realize though, we have to see this in time. There's a crossbow coming out.
Yeah.
We have to see this. We have to see this. The man-at-arm have to turn around immediately. Oh,
Oh,
this could...
also we're
ground
just
attack
having the
here.
opponent
Ground
take
attack
gold.
here. Great shot. Great shot from Coyote. That is big. That is very big actually in order to defend
The
this.
longswords will deal with
Oh,
this
second
though.
Mangonel is
But the
going down.
Second Mangonel is going down. We do not have the military numbers to really garrison the ram here.
No, the
villages should be
Mangonel
able to
defense
fend
is
it
enough
off.
apparently. There's one more coming.
Meantime, crossbows sitting on the gold, denying the villages working at all.
Yeah, this looks all of a sudden
And
it
now
looks
the
fine.
villages, they're just warming the seats in the tower and the town center, not doing anything.
Oh my god, we have to repair this and we have to, I don't know, Scorpions are kind of good against villagers though. Oh, we're losing too. These are some great Mangonel shots from Coyote.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's just siege rolling from both players from the same elevation from both siege workshops. There's just constantly siege rolling down this hill, which is absolutely hilarious. And we are fighting the villagers. The score is going more and more in favor of Meerkat, even with this great defense, but the economy is just not there for Coyote at this point. I mean, yeah, the idle time is better for Meerkat. We have more economy units for Coyote, but there's 3 fishing ships in the middle that don't really count or amount to much.
Yeah.
And we don't have anything on food. And this still looks very, very hard.
Those 2 rangers we wanted to panic up there, they aren't even going up. The villages are under attack by the mangonels and by the
Oh,
scorpions.
the mangonel shot should have been here.
Oh yeah, that should have been on the villagers. But those buildings will just go down to the ramp.
Yeah, I would think so. Is there a mangonel? Yeah, there's the next green mangonel coming from the hill.
I just love how the barracks is on the other side of the TC and is producing long swords that just run through the building.
I absolutely hate the fact that all the production buildings are... Oh, we see the speedy ram again on the hunt for the mangonel. These games from Meerkat are just so great all the time.
2 mangonels on the map.
Yeah, but the thing is, we are having mangonel defense and we have rams. We have a ram defense, which is something I've never said while watching this game.
It's somehow weird that the offensive mangonel just ran away from the defensive mangonels towards the town center. The offensive mangonels is attacking.
We see a ram zoning 2 mangonels. This is just... Oh, ground attack maybe? Ground attack maybe? We have to. Oh, minimum range is achieved. If we split up those, then we can find a couple of shots on the villagers maybe. Maybe just get a little bit of value. Oh, 2 mangonels going down.
Yeah.
And now Meerkat suddenly is in a hardcore winning position.
Yeah, the 2 mangonels there, 2 rams, 4 score with another mangonel coming up. There are no longswords to defend, but yeah, there was no real way of stopping this push at this point anymore.
The 3rd place match is already delivering.
So good, so good.
Incredible gameplay. And I've said it time and time again, yes, Meerkat does the same opening every time, but every game still feels so unique. Like, I haven't seen this game, what we've just seen, like... I can't even describe it.
It's a forward barracks, like, there is no plan where exactly it will land. There is no scouting before you send the villages forward or anything. The barracks is just going up somewhere, and then you improvise from that angle. But you constantly keep moving your military around the enemy, so depending on how the enemy reacts, you create new angles where the aggression is coming from. It's just such a dynamic fight always.
Yeah, that is true. Like, this is just constant. Honestly, I could watch Chris play forever. Like, I could watch a best of, like, insert any number, and I would probably enjoy it, and every game would feel unique still. Honestly,
it might be horrible for spotting whoever he played against, but
no, without the hidden
those
aspect.
Chris sets, they were so insanely.
No, I like independently from the hidden settings. Like, just the best of anything against anyone. Like, I could watch it for days. And honestly, Coyote opened the set very strongly with a 2-0, and suddenly suddenly we're back to a 2-2, and the mental edge has to kick in for Meerkat now. Coyote really needs strong mental in order to stay in this now. Like, Meerkat could do a full reverse sweep here. The chances here. All right, let's change the score. And go back for the last time to the draft of this 3rd place match. Okay, we are a deciding game on Boulder Forest, and I'm really curious to see how we approach this. We touched on this briefly before. How do you prevent the walling if you're a Meerkat? Do you sneak? Do you just immediately send a villager? I think that you kind of have to.
I don't know if there's going to be adaptation, if there's going to be a new strategy. I just want you to open the map because this is different.
That's true, yeah.
And I like it.
Okay, let's see. Oh! Okay. There's potential. There is potential. Okay. Welcome back to the definitive last game of the third place match of the Secret Desert Cup. We have Boulder Forest, a map that has produced some great games, I feel like. The game, or the map, is defined by 1 or 2 choke points, depending on how the spawn looks like, towards your opponents, so you kind of have to go through the same direction. In this case, you have 2 paths. One leads through the relic. You have to scout that. If you just wall one side and this is open, then it's disaster. However,
This is the only time it generated with
It
one
can.
of those side passages.
it can, and it
Okay,
does.
okay. I haven't seen it yet. For me, this looks insane. And it's all cracked terrain, so it's not really easy to close off as
Exactly.
narrow as it looks.
I mean, you can like kind of wall behind the cracked terrain, but then it's usually a little bit more expensive. And you have to be aware of that. We do see Coyote in the Khmer. I do like Khmer on this map, because Khmer can do a very, like, the one thing that has beaten Meerkat in this tournament is a lot of Feudal Age army, and you don't really need spears against what Meerkat is going to be doing anyways, right? So,
Yeah.
Khmer is perfect. We can skip the barracks, we can spare the rest for Feudal Age, and Khmer are perfect to play with a lot of army in Feudal Age. So I think Khmer is perfectly equipped to deal with whatever Meerkat's doing. However, Meerkat on the Saracens very dangerous. We saw the market abuse in previous games. If we can find the timings, we can still be very dangerous. But I think the fast archers will 100% be Coyote's choice here. Fast archers with Khmer.
I definitely would prefer the fast archers over the scouts.
Yeah.
Oh, Coyote is coming forward with the scout, actually finding Meerkat sheep before Meerkat does it himself, and the scout
Oh, he
fight has
got the hit.
begun. Coyote got the first hit, so Meerkat has to run away.
And 2 sheep lamed. That's also pretty nice. We could lame this now through the choke point.
I don't think
Nah.
he can lame this, because then he loses
No, but
the
he's
scout
waiting. He's
HP
waiting. He knows
advantage.
he has the strongest scout, so he's waiting for the villager. He knows he has the strongest scout. He can just wait and try to do shenanigans on the elephant. 100% that's what he's camping for. Oh, he's going for it!
Oh, he's actually going for it, and I don't
And
like
we
this.
spot
This elephant.
We spot this right away, and we're pulling the scout. This is absolute madness.
It
Do we
was
pull a
a
Vil? Do we
little
send a
bit-
Vil? I mean, this still looks like okay. Like the scout is not really catching up. We're not really zigzagging too much. And the mill on the berries was deleted. This is just costing so much APM. I mean, Coyote is fine with APM things. We will not. It turned around.
It reset, and now we
that's
just lost scout
disaster.
HP for absolutely nothing.
Yeah, the entire
Meerkat is now
advantage.
going to be in control here.
The entire advantage is gone. And we might even be in time to pull this in before the first elephant finishes, so this is not even too bad in terms of uptime delay. Yeah, I mean, I like the play against Meerkat, like going for the lame and denying his build. We saw the same approach from Step Eagle. I do like the thought, but if the execution fails, you've lost HP for no reason. I do agree with that.
There are some things I really didn't like about it. It was insanely telegraphed. We just put a scout
Yeah.
right next to the ball in the vision of the opponent, and the opponent did just not react to it.
Yes.
And also, it was a forward ball, and we didn't take that ball. Even when we knew that the opponent was running around that area with the scout, it is kind of the priority to always take your forward stuff if you know the opponent already came too late.
True, that's one of the basics that pros will always tell you. You take your forward resources first, at least in terms of boars and elephants. But yeah, we do have Loom coming in for the Khmer already. We are up to the Feudal Age. A little bit later here, 2 villagers later for Meerkat, it seems like. Do we go for Loom as well? I mean, we kind of have to,
Meerkat has
right?
always gone with Loom, and then another villager after Loom. It was always 21 pop up.
He's doing the same thing.
Yeah, it is weird to me that we are doing villager Loom villager.
That does not really make sense to me, yeah. Probably because of the
Well,
timing he sends
because
the
that's
builds
when
out.
we run out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the timing
And
for the villagers to go.
well, to get past the walls is not actually too
Yeah, but to be
difficult if
honest-
there are absolutely no walls.
But to be honest, Loom now would be completely fine too. because there will
yeah,
not
it
be
would
any
be.
army. There won't be any army at this point.
Even with the wild animals, you have 4 villages. The
Yeah.
4 villages don't just die to that. We see the berries, and honestly, we're trying to put the barracks as close as possible without it being immediately spotted.
I feel like we've been here before. A couple of times. Well, let's see how well it functions this time. We already know what's coming, so we might as well just... I mean, Coyote can't even be surprised at this point, can he? Yeah, he's immediately
The
realized...
villagers are being pulled. They're going to build the range in the TC
Yes,
range.
we could
so
fight
that
this, we
is
could deny
safe.
this, we're on the wrong side. This is such a great house! This is such a great house from Meerkat, and now we're fighting this is great. The TC is
Yeah,
range
but
and
it's
shooting.
Khmer. He can't just hop into the house and jump
Oh,
over.
true, it's Khmer!
There
I mean, I
was
like
an
the idea, I
but
like the idea. We still
no,
delay
not
this.
against this civilization, against anyone else.
And cold
But
falling
Coyote
behind.
also took a second to remember it.
That is true, yes, that is 100% true. Nice quick walls on the gold here. We do have fast archers, so what we talked about. However, we are pushing with villagers and scouts from the left, and we are closing in with militia from the right. You can fight this off of villagers for now, on the right side. That's not yet that
You
big
can
of a
fight it
pressure.
off, but it's eating your attention on multiple sides at this point.
Yeah, but Coyote,
you want to fight it
I
off,
think,
you will.
is okay with that.
APM doesn't mean attention. APM just means clicking a lot.
That is true.
Point.
That is 100% true.
If we have dealt with 50 APM at his level, it just shows how much you can waste.
Now the question, as in every game, remains: how will Meerkat deal with the archers? He has somehow always found a way. I mean, we can just go in and fight before the archers are in numbers. We do have the Khmer house. Big
Yeah,
advantage
down.
versus a player like this, to
For
be
both
honest.
players.
Are we losing? We are losing one archer. The man-at-arm is
The
blocking
scout
off the
is
scout.
being blocked, it's not being able to get to that one archer. But
And
the
it doesn't
villages
seem
are
like much.
completely idle. The wood line is not working at all for Coyote, even
doesn't
if
sound like
the
much.
army isn't in threat of killing anything.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like much, but one archer surviving is actually big, because that's one archer is gonna continue to fire. And yeah, this has been repelled for now. We can now circle over.
Oh, we're actually back on the berries, and the man-at-arm is just walking past it, not really noticing that there's so many villages.
Yeah, this
right for
looks
the
like
picking.
the most healthy feudal age Coyote has played in a long time. But that's also because of the civilization, right? Khmer incredibly fast to their first military building.
Yeah.
The houses for safety, like civilization just basically loves, or it doesn't love it, but can deal with this pretty well. Town Watch is very, very good to see where the army is coming from.
Yes, completely track the movement of the opponent around your base.
Oh,
There is
now
the
a
forward
range?
archery range.
Ooh, that's late.
And that's what I meant in the after the last game with the buildings are being built wherever the villages are. That's what makes it so dynamic. You never know which direction the next thing will come in.
That is
Man at
true.
arms in the back in the wood line just now.
Yeah, we pulled the
Forcing
archers.
villagers to idle again.
We pulled the archers out of position, and now we do force a lot of idle time. That is true. The idle time is much higher for Meerkat though, so Coyote is still fine. Going for some of those very strong Khmer farms. And I think with Khmer you can stabilize this much easier than with other civilizations.
Yeah.
So Meerkat is on a big timer, and I like Coyote's position for once. Even in Feudal Age. For now. It can always just...
Yeah, he's
Change
also
back.
sending 2 archers forward, does have fletching with them, and if we can pay attention that they are
Yeah.
not running into the town center, though against Meerkat, you can dive the TC now and then. Oh, instant reaction at home, I actually like to see that those archers are
Yeah,
a
but
bit
the
lower
gold...
now.
I think Meerkat, if these only 2 archers, we might try to fight this off of villagers. I don't think we should abandon, we should
Yes,
just fight now.
but if Meerkat manages to pay attention there, then
men-at-arms,
the
men-at-arms.
archers are in a good spot.
Okay,
And
this-
that's the distraction. Men-at-arms are coming in at the same time as the villagers are jumping onto the archers. One archer is down, the other one can idle the whole gold though. He
Oh,
just needs
that's
to walk.
that's so much damage. We are pulling back.
Oh.
Oh, I like the split. If we micro this archer forever, that's 2 dead villagers, but we're buying a lot of time. That's the main
Yeah,
point.
the 1 weak villager needs to turn around.
Yes, that is true. Oh, this is so hard to play.
In the meantime, there's a lot of archers picking off the forward
Oh.
ranged units.
Yeah, I think
And
Meerkat just
there's
tried
no-
us.
There's no fletching. There's no blacksmith for Meerkat.
this is a game that Coyote wants to play. If there's a lot
I'm
of
not sure if he
stuff-
really wants to play something.
I mean, he doesn't
as
want to
messy as
play it,
this.
but he's
he's
good
in a
at
decent
playing
spot,
it.
but
No, but I think he's good at playing it. Like having your attention in 3 spots like this will definitely benefit Coyote because he
and
can
this
do it.
can be deadly now. Those archers, they do not need to chase the man-at-arms. They can just go
Oh,
forward.
Yeah, I think this game, honestly, I think this is close to being over. The pressure just hasn't found that much damage. We are trying to overwhelm our opponent with the sneaky forward market now, but
we are building the market, and as Saracens, there might be some early up shenanigans coming up here. In the
potentially,
meantime,
but that's
the
only
skirmishers and
thing.
archers are sitting on the gold, so Coyote is forced to kind of evacuate that.
We do have a tower at home. What is this villager doing? Pulling the attention of the archers, so that villager is actually good. You are right, we are off the gold with a defensive tower on the gold at home. We saw that have huge success in the game before that. That's a very good defensive tower on the gold.
But there's no defensive tower on the wood line.
Yes,
So at
that is
Saracens
true.
we could just make one if we wanted to.
Honestly, even more than last game, we can pull everything from wood, go to the safe gold, and just play Saracen's market. That's one thing how we can avoid
As
that.
Saracen's market is always an option.
Exactly, you just go, yeah, you just abandon this, you send a couple of them to gold, and you just buy everything you need. The problem is, even with the market, both players are closing into Castle Age resources.
The economy is so
Yeah,
good.
it's
Like, we
disgusting.
can easily fix it, and blah.
He's up
clicked
first.
up first.
He is up first, with army on the field. Oh, unfortunately for Meerkat, he pulled that set back, but now it's looking really, really rough for him. The economy difference is so huge, and the Castle Age difference isn't even existing. And we have
And
less
there's
army,
only
and
one
we have less
forward
army.
villager. Oh no, there's 2 forward villagers. One on the left, one on the right. Okay.
Yeah. This was just a very solid approach. Coyote understood what the Civ offered him in Khmer, and he just played around the Khmer perfectly to stabilize. Very well done. And I think with crossbow, I mean, there might still a little bit of like Castle Age Siege Workshop shenanigans. One archer annoying the gold again, which is...
It's also without fletching.
Meerkat is moving out towards the bottom side to get his hand on probably wood. I would assume that that's going to be lumber camp.
If you want to go into siege, it's still cheaper to actually have a working lumber camp.
Coyote is doing what I think no player has done before. He's going for a forward siege workshop against Meerkat. I think he's the first one to achieve that. I think no other player could afford to do this. The archers, yeah, this... I don't like saying
Okay,
it,
no.
but this is over. This is completely done.
We went out for another gold because the other gold was already so fully saturated that
And if Chris in early Castle Age is the one with a siege workshop on his face, things have definitely not gone well for him.
he could drop a forward siege workshop with the villager on the left hand side. Is trying to buy the wood for that. It's going to be a
Stable.
stable.
I don't know what a stable does. We can just always hide in houses.
Why Coyote is just going for second range. Will
Yeah, and
will
this
just
is
continue to mass crossbows here.
this is the classic 1800 macro with botkin, bowsaw, and crossbow. That's just it just feels so smooth.
Yeah, forward manual coming out.
If we find this gold, I think we can call it for Meerkat. We haven't. Oh no, we do know. Can you please go there
I'm
then?
checking. Oh yeah, he saw the mining camp.
Yeah, he knows.
Probably hasn't really paid attention to it.
Yeah, probably.
Was just by moving to the side.
Oh, the siege workshop forward got denied too and is now deleted. Oh, that is terrible. Yeah, yeah.
Knight is out.
Going for another one. I mean, honestly, killing this TC doesn't even do anything at this point. TC is basically just existing. We have 0 on food for Meerkat. And less army, yeah. Okay, Coyote will receive the first place prize. I think he deserves it. And everyone who sits through a 5-set series against Meerkat deserves it in the end. Especially if they manage to win and keep their mental up.
Those Mangonels attacking the town centers are really just wasting their time. They should go for the gold. They should go for the one thing that's.
Yeah, this is. I don't know why we're not.
Meerkat
Why we're not like going. I'm really confused as to why it's happening. Like we can't be that distracted at home. Like there were phases in the game where much more was happening. So.
I think it's just natural to go for the town center if you have that angle. But this is not someone who plays naturally. Like, look, what is Meerkat doing? Where's the economy running? Are we just switching to the stone? Are we going for the forward gold next to our market? This is just craziness.
Yeah, unfortunately, Meerkat is now running out of steam. We did manage to go for a couple of mangonels on Green's TC, but at this point, I think Green can do whatever he wants. He could drop his
There's
own.
also defensive monkeys going to convert one of the knights.
Oh, if we get one knight, one knight.
All the siege.
Oh, nice.
Mangonel deals with it.
But that was super close. I think like in the next second or two, the conversion might have gone through, and then both mangonels are gone. And then both mangonels are gone, so that was very crucial. Third mangonel now. Okay, Meerkat is not resigning himself.
He's actually going for the forward gold next
yes,
to the market.
I just saw that. Look at this economy, 0-0-25. Saracens is the only civ that can potentially use resources like that.
Once again, this is such a crazy game. Both players are forwards of attacking the opponent's town center.
I mean, this is a ghost town again for Meerkat. Like, there's nothing left.
A ram is now coming out.
Okay, did I call it too early again? Did
I don't know. I don't know. The monk is there again. Can force away the cavalry, but we do not have sanctity on the monks.
We are pushed off. We are pushed off the gold now too. Forward by the crossbows. We're diving on the
knights are running in. If the knights run onto the monk, which they need to do.
Yeah, but there's a second monk. There's a second monk. We only need one. We only need one. Oh yeah. Okay.
The two conversions are in, and the two knights will be able to clear all the siege that is
this
there.
was still.
In the meantime, crossbows have come home and start pushing the villages away from the gold, so there's no more running economy. I don't even know what those villages want to do. Are they going to fight the knights?
Nah, he's going out in style. He is going out in style in this tournament, and I don't mind it. I really don't. This is.
Even the mangonels have come home at this point.
We're in the mining camp! We're in the middle of the opponent's space and we're building a mining camp. Oh, Meerkat, you've brought so much joy. Like, this tournament wouldn't have been the same without you. Honestly, like, you've brought so much entertainment to this tournament. That's
the mangonels and crossbows
invaluable.
are being cleared.
Yeah, but let's not pretend. Come on, this is.
I don't know.
No
I
TC.
wouldn't call it over until it's over.
It's no TC gaming. It's no TC gaming for both people, by the way. No player has a
Coyote is
TC.
just building one.
Megafish, you just joined and see this. I think you've seen this last week. So. I think you have seen this last week too.
Those villagers are going down to the scorpion. They will not be able to finish off
Yeah,
the
but they're going to. Oh, repair. Ah, unfortunate. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Well. Do we have a market for green? Yes, we do. Okay. So. Oh yeah, Khmer farms. You can just farm wherever you want to. That's good.
Monk is coming forward. Absolutely nothing will stop.
Oh,
that
if
monk
we
from
get the
getting
conversion on this knight, then that knight kills kind of.
That monk will 100% get a conversion with sanctity on it. Scorpion might have changed the chances a little bit.
At what point? Okay, do you think Meerkat is just playing on for style points, or do you think he actually has a shot at coming back somehow?
That's just his style.
And it's just, yeah.
you hang in there until you know you're dead, and you're Saracens with villages on gold and the market. So you know you're not dead. You killed your opponent's town center.
Apollo was asking.
Another town center.
Apollo was asking the perfect question. How loudly did you yell during your sets? I can imagine Megafish just sitting there screaming his eyes out. Yeah, exactly. Screaming his eyes out. Yeah, he somehow manages to do that.
But now they are defensive knights, and now that we have your own knight production actually with Khmer food farms behind it, that will clear everything that is on the map.
Yeah, I don't think we have to pretend.
We're sending the villagers to deal with knights.
There's no way. There's no need to pretend that there's any chance for him. But I can imagine Megafish just sitting in front of his PC and just screaming from the top of his lungs.
Yeah, I would have loved to see some monks with the siege push. If you send knights with a siege push, you want monks behind it because the opponent is making monks in defense, and the best counter to the monks that the opponent has in defense is making monks to convert the knights the opponent converted.
Alright. GL next! GL next!
No, good luck next.
No, he says it! GL next! This was the last game of the tournament, there is no GL next. Like, maybe that's
Yeah,
just.
it's no GL next.
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry, then I might have misread it. Okay, he said no GL next. Okay, that's okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's weird. That's such a weird thing to say. Like, just don't say anything. Like, don't say it, right?
It's usually congrats or something like that.
Yeah, like, it's so weird. Maxi, if you keep that N before the double G, Discord Twitch will always ask me if I want to allow that question, so please correct your spelling. Thank you. Automod crap, yeah, I don't know. However, this was the last set of the tournament that's not the grand final. So we are closing in. And there's only one set left to play. Coyote, congratulations on the third place match. Meerkat, congratulations for an incredible showing in this tournament. I think he surprised all of us with what he actually brought here.
Yeah.
If Coyote is Megafish, then he just brought him to game 5, one of the biggest favorites to win the whole thing. And I think we have to have massive respect for both of these people for what they have brought to this tournament. And the only two people who could have made their way past them, we will see in a couple of minutes. I'm going to show the draft one last second, one last time. And I don't think there's any doubt that both players deserve to be in the top 4 of this tournament. Both played absolutely amazingly throughout. And yeah, we have to say goodbye to the innocent Meerkat, and we have to say goodbye to Coyote. Thank you for playing this tournament and providing us with so much entertainment.